the Mobius EX271UZ, a 27-inch 4K gaming monitor from BenQ. Using 4th gen QD OLED technology, this monitor makes every colour, shadow and highlight feel alive and delivers lifelike cues that match the creator's vision. Performance-wise, it boasts 240Hz in full 4K with a lightning-fast 0.03 millisecond response time, delivering ultra-smooth motion and razor-sharp detail. It also has FreeSync Premium Pro, ensuring tear-free, stutter-free gameplay. Connectivity is impressive too, with HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort 1.4, a USB-C with 90-watt power delivery for charging laptops, and a second USB-C with 7.5-watt power delivery for charging smaller devices, plus a 3.5mm headphone jack. I could continue with the list of impressive specs and features that this monitor has, but I think at this point we should get reaction and feedback from Guy, our very own monitor specialist and gamer here at Scan, who popped into the studio earlier in the week to test it out.
The screen's really crisp, the refresh rate feels nice, and the colours are absolutely fantastic. To be honest, they've done a really good job with this screen. I think BenQ have definitely brought us something quite special with this screen release. They've updated their OLED panel to the 4th generation worth of OLED. They've brought the refresh rates up from the older generation up to 240Hz, and again they've kept it in the 4K format. The styling is very much the same as the older Mobius screens that everyone's come to know and love, and it is a very sleek, well-designed monitor. They've brought us the new Colour Shuttle plus the Smart Game Art technology, and that is definitely setting it above a few other screens on the market, especially with the price point. The Smart Game Art tech that they've put into it is really well driven. It's powered by AI. They've worked really hard on it, and you can definitely tell that they've worked hard on it. It's very simple, it's very sleek, very easy to use, and it's definitely built for the average consumer that doesn't maybe know too much about colour fields and stuff like that in order to enhance their game, but also gives a step up to the people that do know what they're doing when it comes to colour, and allows them to kind of just exaggerate and put more into that without applying all of the focus just on colour. The panel's really crisp. The display itself, the graphics coming from it, the refresh rate tells no lies, it's really smooth. Definitely keeps up with today's demanding games, and you know, the output from the modern machines, including the 50 series. They've done a really good job of moving their colour critical panels that BenQ are very well known for, and it's effectively putting it into a gaming screen with the OLED. It looks and feels just insanely brilliant. It's still got the HDR 400 True Black, just like most of the OLEDs nowadays. It's pulling in I believe it's a 99% DCI-P3 colour gamut. Again, you know, you're seeing these higher tier level of OLEDs that are coming out that are very akin to what you would see out of colour critical displays that people within professional video workspaces or professional game spaces are essentially making the games on. Coming into the space for real gamers to use and be able to experience the games in the way that they were designed on the platform they were designed. The Mobius line has always been quite sleek. They've never really had a massive footprint. Only when you start getting to like the 34-inch DC, obviously the footprint of the screen starts to get a bit bigger. The 27s and 32s have always had a nice footprint in terms of stand design and overall screen, where it's how far out is it actually coming from the back of the stand. They've put a lot of features into this screen, which is you know, really nice, that not a lot of manufacturers tend to think of. So as this is like partially aimed at console gamers or people that are using gaming TVs and maybe want to upgrade to something that's a bit more fitting, or maybe they need to downsize from the TV in the living room, they've given us essentially a very high level OLED gaming TV, but in the package of the 27-inch form factor. So it's got the base plate that allows you to put a sound bar on top of it, and it's very well built in, so it's not going to slide anywhere. You know, we've got eARC built into it, which you don't really see in many gaming monitors, but you do tend to see more in televisions. and stuff like CEC, which is consumer electronics control, and because it's paired with a remote as opposed to it just being a screen with a power button, CEC actually means something on this side where you're turning the screen on and it'll turn your relevant consoles or PC connected to it on as well, which is a very nice feature for especially console gamers.
Well, you heard it there. It's sleek, well-designed, and looks and feels insanely brilliant. This monitor is for the player who wants the best of both worlds, competitive speed and artistic fidelity. If you want to experience games exactly as the developers envisioned and with the performance to match, then the BenQ MOBIUS EX271UZ delivers. You can find a full list of specs and features on our product page and purchase yours now at scan.co.uk.